Please press bell icon to subscribe to my channel Seema Gautam for more videos. For part 1 of this video, you can see the link given in the description box. Here in Population Part 2, we are going to learn effects of overpopulation on the society, effects of underpopulation on the society, as well as we are going to learn the composition of population, rural and urban composition. So here we'll move ahead and learn effects of overpopulation on the society in detail. The overpopulation in the society affects the environment, economy, and quality of life of people. A large population consumes more natural resources such as fresh water, land, and mineral resources. Excessive population also leads to massive unemployment, as it is impossible to provide employment opportunities for all the people based on the limited resources. And overpopulation lead to social and economic problems like diseases, poverty, starvation, malnutrition, illiteracy, and crimes. The most crucial environment problems that occur from human overpopulation growth are loss of diversity, soil degradation, water pollution or water supply, as well as the deforestation. So now I'll move ahead and discuss about the loss of diversity in detail. Biodiversity improves ecosystem productivity, where each species has an important role to play. It will cause a threat on human health and the spread of disease. Deforestation to accommodate overpopulation leads to loss of biodiversity. Next, we'll move ahead and learn soil degradation. The decline in soil condition caused by its inappropriate use for agriculture, industries, or urban purpose is termed as soil degradation. The increase in population results in increase in demand for food production. This results in erosion. Water pollution and water supply. So more than 95% of urban sewage is discharged untreated into the nearest waterway. This results in severe water pollution. If we talk about the water supply, the per capita availability of the fresh water has decreased by 1/3 in last 50 years. Around 18 million acres of forest are lost each year to make the land available for other uses. This results in increase in greenhouse gases, emissions, disruptions in the water cycle. We'll move further and learn effects of underpopulation on the society. So, some of the negative effects of the underpopulation first we will learn, like lack of adequate labor leads to low productivity. In some instances, a higher proportion of the population is either too young or too old to work. So, lifespan or older generation increases who become economically dependent people as they cannot distribute to the workforce, and there are lesser taxpayers leading to low income for the government. So, number of people are less who can work, and the demand for the goods and services also reduces, and it decreases the overall price level of the goods and services. There are not enough people to develop the natural resources of the country. So this is one of the main effects of the underpopulation on the society, is the absence of the enough people to utilize abundant resources available in the state. So it results in lack of adequate labor force, as I said before also to you. Now we will learn the positive effects of the underpopulation. So underpopulation has several positive effects as well. There are sufficient employment opportunities for everyone. There are fewer instances of overcrowding. There are lower levels of poverty. There are adequate educational, medical, and other facilities to meet everyone's needs. There are sufficient natural resources to meet the requirement of the population. There is lesser pressure on the environment and hence lower rates of environmental degradation. For the better understanding, now we'll learn the composition of population. Population composition or its demographic structure refers to the physical, socio-cultural and economic attributes of the population such as age and sex, place of residence, language, religion, marital status, literacy, etc. These are the characteristics of the population which are measurable and help in distinguishing one group from another. Let us read about two of these characteristics. What is rural and urban composition? The population of country may be classified into rural and urban on the basis of where person resides. The rural population refers to the people residing in villages, while the urban population refers to the people living in towns and cities. This division is necessary because rural and urban population differ from each other in various aspects: population density, occupations and livelihood, presence of various amenities, transport and communication facilities, and the socio-cultural environment. Rural areas generally have lower population density. The people living in villages are typically engaged in primary activities such as farming, fishing, mining, etc. The educational and medical facilities are usually not very highly developed. Opportunities for higher education are fewer. Transport and communication facilities not of very high standard. Village communities are usually closely knit. This is a positive point of that, with a strong emphasis on culture and traditions. Now we are moving to the urban composition. So urban areas generally have higher population density. People living in these areas are usually engaged in secondary and tertiary activities such as trade, transport, services, etc. There are better facilities for education, healthcare, transport, and communications. There is also more opportunity for economic growth. However, the socio-cultural ties between people in cities are not as strong as those in villages. In recent years, the urban population has risen and the rural population has declined, as more and more people from villages have moved to cities in search of education and jobs.